Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, but in the body, they're also metabolic signals, neurotransmitter precursors, immune modulators, and raw material for enzymes, hormones, collagen, and more. This is a full practical map from essential amino acids, EAAs, to BCAAs, plus how to actually use this knowledge for muscle, performance, brain, and longevity. 1. The three big categories: essential, indispensable amino acids, must come from diet. There are 9: histidine, isoleucine, BCAA, leucine, BCAA, lysine, methionine, often discussed with cysteine as sulfur amino acids, phenylalanine, often discussed with tyrosine. 9. Tryptophan, valine, by BCAA. Non-essential amino acids, your body can make them common ones: alanine, asparagine, aspartate, glutamate, serine, etc. Conditionally essential amino acids, usually non-essential, but demand can exceed supply, often includes arginine, especially in growth-illness. Cysteine, depends on methionine availability. Glutamine, glycine, proline, tyrosine, depends on phenylalanine availability. What BCAAs are, and what they're not. BCAAs, Sactordam, Nocrodam, Sactor, leucine plus, isoleucine plus, valine. They're called branched chain because of their chemical structure, and they're notable because they're heavily used by skeletal muscle. Leucine is the trigger amino acid for turning on muscle protein synthesis, signaling, mTOR, which is why BCAA supplements became popular. The key reality: BCAAs alone can't build muscle efficiently without the rest of the essential amino acids present, because you can't complete new muscle protein without all required building blocks. That's why, in many real-world cases, EAAs or complete protein beats BCAAs for hypertrophy and recovery. Leucine, BCAA, starts muscle-building signaling, helps post-meal anabolic response. Practical note: protein doses are often discussed in terms of hitting a meaningful leucine amount per meal. Isoleucine, BCAA, muscle energy use, recovery roles, also tied to glucose handling and metabolism. Research is active. Valine, BCAA, supports muscle metabolism and nitrogen balance, typically functions as part of the BCAA trio. Lysine collagen cross-linking, connective tissue, immune support, important in many structural proteins. Methionine, and its partner cysteine, sulfur amino acids, methylation, plus glutathione support, via cysteine, tissue repair, hair, skin, nails often tie in here. Threonine, important for gut mucus layer proteins, mucins, immune proteins, connective tissues. Tryptophan, precursor to serotonin and melatonin pathways, also involved in immune signaling metabolites. Phenylalanine, tyrosine. Tyrosine is used to make catecholamines, dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, and thyroid-related molecules. Histidine, precursor to histamine, roles in hemoglobin structure and tissue growth repair. A protein source is complete if it provides all EAAs in good proportions. Regulators and scientists score proteins based on amino acid profile. Do you have enough EAAs, and digestibility and absorption? Historically, PD-Cas has been used. Newer FAO guidance recommends DIAAS for regulatory protein quality assessment because it better reflects absorbable amino acids. Health Canada also publishes the reference amino acid pattern used in PDCAAS style evaluation, mg of each EAA per g of protein. Practical takeaway: if you eat mostly animal proteins, you usually get strong EAA coverage. If you eat mostly plant proteins, you can still do great. Just use complementary proteins across the day, for example legumes plus grains. For normal, healthy adults, mainstream guidance commonly anchors around body weight-based protein targets, and then you distribute it well across meals. Health Canada publishes macro reference tables and notes there for healthy individuals on typical diets. For muscle Pertamanispodex Kuxma my creek 9 instabatin steedartarn. A widely used sports nutrition approach is, use high-quality protein doses per meal, spaced across the day, often every 3-4 hours, with attention to leucine EAA content. Whey, complete protein, best one-stop choice when the goal is muscle gain recovery and you tolerate dairy, complete EAA profile, plus typically rich in leucine. EAA supplements, useful when you want the muscle-building building blocks with minimal calories, or when appetite is low. BCAA supplements can be useful in narrow cases, very low protein intake, fasted training, or when total protein is inadequate, but often redundant if you already hit daily protein targets or use complete proteins. Single amino acids like leucine, tryptophan, tyrosine are tool-like and situation-dependent. Be careful, since shifting one amino acid can affect others. Remember, dietary supplements aren't regulated like drugs, and some performance products may be adulterated or interact with medications. Short-term BCAA studies are limited, and long-term high-dose safety is unclear. If you have kidney or liver disease, a metabolic disorder, for example, MSUD, then Bri and D are pregnant or take medications that could interact, check with your clinician before using amino acid supplements. Quick cheat sheet you can actually use. If your goal is muscle plus strength, 1. Hit daily protein. 2. Spread into 3 to 5 protein hits per day. 3. Prefer complete proteins or EAAs. 4. Treat BCAAs as optional, not foundational. If your goal is brain, mood, sleep, think precursors. Tryptophan, serotonin, melatonin, phenylalanine, tyrosine, catecholamines. Don't self-megadose. Balance matters. If your goal is gut and connective tissue, whole protein base plus conditionally essential supports like glycine, proline, glutamine. Food first usually wins.